go, everyone. We have another Eden run. We got Neptune. We got the bag of crafting. Seed is WMESYQRT. Run! I cry on you. Because I was no, I already did this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did that. No curses. We'll take Piggy Bank. And we'll keep going. That was almost bad. Almost. I wasn't scared at all. Just a little terrified. I forgot I have the bag of crafting, so I should be. Really need to pick stuff up. We have nothing. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna smack you with my sack. Alright, we got some meat. Give us a little bit of damage, plus some more health. I do know I need to find a better active item. No. No, I don't want that. Alright, room bag. There we go. Okay, we're here. So I believe I've talked about this in the past. We're thinking about starting to do like foster animals and everything just to kind of help out. Help the animals. You know, some of them need a chance. And I do know someone that does run a rescue. Calm down, Larry. Calm down me for walking into Larry. Almost twice. Alright, we got the health for it. We'll take this. I am going to take the mark. We are going to take succubus as well. And we're going to take Soul of Cain for, well, because I can. And Curse of the Blind. Okay. Well, we're just going to try and get through this floor as quick as we can. Not gonna waste a key on that. We'll try and do some clears just to get a couple items. We do have 2 feral. Well, they're not feral anymore. They're pretty domesticated now. We did find 2 feral kittens a couple months ago. And one of them, name is Lucky. Vet said he's lucky to be alive. You know, he was sick when we found him. We've got him pretty well nursed back to health. He can be a little bit of an asshole sometimes, but you know, other than that, you know, he likes to run around, play, sleep. Antagonize me. You know, normal things cats do. Yeah, we'll take ball bandages. Still looking for that better active item. You know, let's just do that. Nope. And got nothing there. Well, no, I think it would be you know, a nice thing to do, you know. Yeah, I'm a fan of animals. You know, before we start fostering and taking some of them on, it would be one of those. Since we already have our dog and the 2 cats, I would like to at least attempt to try and bring one of the ones we're going to foster around just to see if they get along. Because my husky is a pretty sweet dog, but she can also be a pain. You know, she's a sweet dog overall. Like, just when we had the Rottweiler that we were watching for my brother-in-law, they got along. It took a little bit, but they did end up getting along pretty well. But the one issue we had with the Rottweiler, it was, you know, about a year old, and just the people my brother-in-law got her from. That one. So I'm easier way to say this. My brother-in-law likes to, you know, get dogs that he wants, and then realizes, oh, I can't have them where I live. So next thing you know, it's, oh, can you or you take care of my dog? And but this one we were like, you know, this one's a puppy, this, that. But when we saw her, he had only had her for a little bit, and that poor thing, like, he had been feeding her food, but she was so malnourished, you could see her bones. And it was so sad. And he's like, yeah, I'm feeding her, but like this, and it's like, oh, you know, we were seeing what he was feeding her, and we're like, no, we need to, you know, we need to use this food, do this, and then we did that, and she started putting weight on, but because she was so malnourished from the start, she would start to overeat. Like, she was never going to get food again. So when we did, you know, when it came to feeding the dogs, we had to feed them at separate times. Because she would eat all her food, she would eat all Sophie's food, and we were going through so much food in just a short span of time. Ooh, we found the ultra secret room. Yes, please. And we would still have her. Maybe we may have still had her up to now, but it was when she bit my daughter. That's where I kind of had to draw the line. You know, and my brother-in-law was not too keen when he got the call saying, hey, you need to come pick up your dog. It wasn't, is your niece okay? It's, well, I need to find a place for her. And yeah. You know. So, yeah. So, I don't get, I don't see him on a regular basis. So I don't know if he even still has a dog. He moved to, he's in another state, so. So yeah, I don't know what he's up to. I don't know if okay. Oh, external item mod. You're blocking my view of the wall. You know, hopefully, you know, I'm hoping he found a place where he could keep the dog. But, like I said, once she bit my kid, that was it for me. Yeah, because I remember that day, it was, or that night, it was the weekend, and, I just let the dogs out so they could go up back, play, use the bathroom, you know, normal stuff. And so then I go upstairs. I start washing dishes because you know, I'm domesticated like that. But yeah, as I'm working on the dishes, I hear the back door, the basement door, open and shut real loud. I'm like, okay, and then all of a sudden I hear my daughter crying. So as I'm running down the stairs, you know what? We're just gonna do that. We're gonna refill this. And so I hear my daughter crying and I start going down the stairs. And as I'm going downstairs, I'm like, oh baby, what's wrong? And I see she's got blood on her face. I'm like, what happened? She's like, Daisy bit me. And I remember the first thing I said as soon as she said that, I told my wife, I'm like, call your brother, tell him to come get his dog. This is not gonna work. And she's like, well, he's not got nowhere to put it. I was like, that's not my problem anymore. I'm all, yeah. I'm all, he needs to figure this out, or he needs to stop getting pets when he's at places he can't have them. But I've seen photos. It looks like he still has her, possibly. Yeah, we'll take this, and I'll gladly take some speed and flight. You know, I just am I in the wrong for not wanting to keep the dog after it bit my daughter? I mean, our husky has only ever growled and not bit the kid. Well, hasn't bit the kids. She bites me, but that's because we play. But she also knows not to bite hard. She'll generally like grab my hand with her mouth and then like hold it and then let go. But she never like just bites down with like intent to hurt. I don't want the pills. No pills. Get them eyes back in your head full. Of course, my wife and I, we've also been watching Landman. That's been a good, interesting show for both of us. I don't want to. Oh, wait, hold on.
Soul of Eden.
Yeah, let's have some fun. Glitch crown. There's no way this could turn out bad for me, right? Yeah, there's no way Glitch crown will backfire on me, right? All right. Got it. I didn't want to max out my speed, but I want the damage. Yeah, I got a lot of guppy items in here. Oh, I missed. Brimstone. I am way off. I do want to get Judas's shadow. All right, I cannot complain about that. I did take the negative. All right. I keep forgetting I have sold the lost. But yeah, no, we've been watching. You know, we since my wife and I only really get to have the weekends with each other. You know, we try and find something to watch or something to do. And I've been hearing about the show, and I was like, oh, hey, you want to check this out? And, you know, we're almost done with just the first season. We've been enjoying it. Come on. There we go. Yeah. All right, fine. You're over here. All right, fine. I was wrong. No double deal, but down to Shoal we go. Oh, yo. Go. What do we got here? All right. Big bada booms, a lot of booms. You know, homing would be really nice to have also. We got a library. All right. I kind of want Book of Revelation. The fact that I was good enough to grab that. That surprised even me. I do want to get one more charge. There we go. All right, stay in. Fallen. All right. On to the next part.
Soul of Apollyon.
Yeah, we'll take it. Oh, now the fun part. Okay. Mom's knife.
Soul of the Lost.
There we go. Nope. You slowed me down? That's rude, sir. So rude. You know what? Let me take you. Now, so many choices. Let's go. There we go, pentagram. I want the damage. Actually, you know, let's charge this up. No, you don't. You know, I could use the other one for like the soul hearts and everything, but Contagion would be good. Yeah. No, at one point I did get a job to work for a fracking company when I was younger, and I was all on board. And then I had to back down. Oh, wow. You know, not the one I wanted, but I will take it. I was trying to get C-section. So, you know, can't always be a winner. But no, I had some personal things come up, and I had to be where I am. At the time, you know, my sister had passed. And it didn't feel right leaving like my nieces and nephews alone, or not alone, but you know, without their uncle. And I felt like I needed to be, you know, here. Oh, you guys have way too many good choices for this one. Too many. Oh, thank you for the health. All right. Okay. Ow. Rude, sir. Oh my. It counted. It counted. We're not going to push my luck on this one. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will catch you in the next one. Have a great one. There we go. Now it counts.